It's the way it is. I wonder sometimes what would happen if the disc jockey started to play an artist before they died, maybe when they found out that they were sick, if they started to fill the atmosphere with their sound, if maybe a part of them might decide, well, they won't go, they'll stay. But the way it is here, we always wait until the person's gone, and then we start to talk about how great and wonderful they were. Hey, slow. I work at the palace ballroom, but gee, that palace is cheap. When I get back to my chilly hall room, I'm much too tired to sleep. When I started working in nightclubs, I met the fast crowd. They used to torture me. They'd call me the square broad that works at the Brown Derby. And I wouldn't sell my stuff. They said, you're sitting on $1 million. It wasn't a happy time in my life. People thought that I was somebody that I was not. I walked away from all of that before I became rich and famous with it, and beyond repair. I'm glad to have had all that attention, and I'm glad I was strong enough not to let it kill me, because it does kill some people. It killed Marilyn Monroe. It's that far away from Call Girl, really. Quiet as it's kept. Tough guys who tear my gown.
She got to New York and she began to meet my crazy friends. You know, like I'll never forget Dizzy, the first time Dizzy met Abbey. He looked at her, he said, baby, if beauty was a disease, you'd be fucked up. She said, that's what she said to me, God, you have some strange friends.
You're my thrill. I started to wear my hair natural, and I went for my African beautiful self. For the first time, I'd walk down the street, and the men who used to go at me would look and then look away. And I thought, phew, thank God. You're my thrill.
Abbey in those years was a you know, she had an afro, and for her to wear a wig that had straight hair was quite a concession. I thought it was extraordinarily generous of her to do that. But she said, of course, I have to do it. There are no afros in the South, you know.
That's pretty good for a preacher's daughter.
What'd you expect?
You know, baby, I just can't figure you out.
How do you mean?
Why'd you come out with me? You slumming or something? Well, what you doing with a cat like me in a joint like this?
You don't think much of yourself, do you?
Of course, as a singer, she has access to feelings that not every actress has access to. You know, it's not that the two roles, the two kinds of work are unrelated. They're so directly connected.
Toute le brise pourrait chanter la lune grise à l'été, et dans les cieux sont 1000 étoiles pour vous fêter. à vos beaux yeux, dirais merci. Mon cœur aussi.
The first time I saw her, I was really impressed because she's, in fact, more beautiful than she's in photos, you know. And it's not this kind of beauty that you can get bored with, you know. It's just a deep beauty and intense beauty. Yeah.
But oh my darling, I always I'll remember when your lips were close to mine, and we saw the midnight sun, and we saw the midnight sun, and we saw the midnight sun.
Abbey Lincoln's thing is always about what the power of the experience is. Whether the power is extraordinary delicacy, I mean real tender kinds of stuff, or if it's this protean explosive force. It doesn't matter. What she wants to get to is the power of the emotion.
And you are here down here with me. You made me just the way to be. A heart with feeling, eyes to see, a strong embrace, a simple hand, a spirit free that says I can. And I am happy just to know that you will go where I must go. For you will send me this, I know. Living here, down here below. Living here, down here below. Living here, down here below. Down here
It's about the hell we live through and how it scars our lives, but to discover at the same time that you have everything that you need to live here. You're perfect, and you can get through. Maybe just the way to be. That's what Down Here Below is about. It's a prayer and it's a lamentation. As Stephen Holden said about an elusive God, one whose face you can't see, but you believe and you know that she's always there.
Then take me disappearing through the smoke rings of my mind.
If you do not see yourself in terms of being all-powerful and all-knowing and to work to be that, to be excellent, you live a sad life. And I don't do anything anymore for effect or to please anybody other than myself.
Yes, to dance beneath the diamond sky with one hand waving free, silhouetted by the sea, circled by the circus sands, with all memory and faith drifting deep beneath the waves. Let me forget about today until tomorrow.
She's a perfect example of a self-made person, and I think an artist has to be themselves and seek and they have to go inside their own selves, you know, in order to come up with something. Miles, Lady Day, Dizzy, all the ones who made impressions on the world with their art that I know of, took themselves seriously, and that's Abbey.
Still, I think about the life I live, a figure made of clay, and think about the things I lost, the things I gave away. And when I'm in a certain mood, I search the halls and look. One night I found these magic words in a magic book. Throw it away, throw it away. Give your love, live your life each and every day, and keep your hand wide open and let the sun shine through, 'cause you can never lose a thing if it belongs to you.